All right, this is the DOVOH digital angle gauge with laser. I have had a chance to check out a few products from DOVOH, including their big laser level and some accessories with that. So far, everything I've seen is really high quality. I've been very impressed by their products. So they were nice enough to send me over this angle gauge, which I'm gonna try to illustrate how it works. I haven't actually looked at it yet, so I may have to end up shooting another video to show you guys how this works, but let's go ahead and take a look at it anyway. And no surprise, it seems like really nice, high quality again. Let's see, so you got the main unit, you've got these little push pins. Oh, I don't know where those came from. Oh, there's a hole. Nice, high quality case that really holds it firm there. You got a charging cable and the instructions, and I'm gonna pause real quick, see if I can kind of get a little demonstration set up for you guys to show you how it works without you having to watch me stumble through all that. So I'll be right back. All right, so that only took a minute. Thankfully, it's quick and easy to understand. So here we go. If we turn the unit on like there, you see it says level. So what that is working and telling you is that it's working from in absolute mode, where it's trying to find level no matter which way you tilt it. And obviously my table's not quite level here, but if I tilt it just a little bit, you know, you can try to find level there. And this is in degrees. So if we go to 45 degrees, you see that's at 45 degrees. Now you can change that to percentage if you prefer. I'll show you that in a second. But what you're probably gonna wanna do is turn the lasers on. So you got one vertical laser here, press it again. You get your two horizontal lasers there, press it again, you get all three, which is cool. And so obviously when you tilt those, you get the angle that you want. Now it does come with, I showed you these push pins earlier, and then it has this metal plate, and these, you'll see the metal plate already has little holes there. So if you want, you can push pin the metal plate into whatever surface you're trying to measure your angle on as a way to hold it on there. And then this on the back is magnetic. So it'll give you a nice sturdy flat surface to hold it on. And the push pins are up and out of the way, so you can turn this whatever way you need without the push pin being in the way. So kind of a thoughtful, easy way to set it up if you need to do it like that. Or if you're already on a magnetic surface, I think it'll work fine. Other options here. So if you press the power button again, you get, it switches to relative mode. So to show you how that works, if say I'm here and I want to use this as my starting point for my measurement now, I hit the power button one time. This is now my level, or whatever, relative measurement. So everything I measure from there is using that point that I set as my level, as my relative or my reference level. And you can see here, these little arrows on the side is telling you if you are angled one way or the other. Pretty easy to understand, I think, pretty self-explanatory. And then let's see, if we press this once, this middle button once, it will hold that measurement. So if you measure it and then you want to remember that number without having to keep it just in that right spot, you can press the button, then you can write the number down or whatever you need. Press it again and it goes back to measuring. And then if you hold this middle button, it goes to a percentage instead of an angular measurement. So you can get a 90% angle or 15% angle instead of degrees. All in all, really easy to use, really self-explanatory, I think. I like that it has a reference mode and an absolute mode. I like that you can have the lasers on in any configuration you like. And I really like this magnetic plate that makes it very easy to snap on and off. So it's no surprise to me that this is, sorry, that little circular part, if you didn't see, it goes in there. So it'll keep it still once you put I can't talk. So you put the push pins in, right? It's going to be stuck on the wall right there. The circular part goes in that. So when you are twisting it one way or the other, it stays in that centered point to make sure that your measurements are good And then when you're all done, you just hold the power button and it shuts off. And it even gives you a little storage pot for the push pins. So you don't have to necessarily keep it in the case. They give you 4 extra push pins in the case, but you got 4 with you all the time there. And if I didn't mention it, this is rechargeable. So they give you the charging cable, but there's the charging port down there. No surprise, like the rest of the DOVOH stuff that I've checked out, very high quality, pretty self-explanatory, easy to use, feels like something that's made to be used on a job site and should last for a long time. So thank you to DOVOH for sending this over. And if you haven't checked out their equipment, if you're looking for any kind of laser levels, angle guides, any kind of stuff like that, definitely check them out.